Yeah. Whoa. Why are you hiding?
Because you hit me in the face with your shoulder.
We eat out a lot in the evenings just because we want to go out and see the town. We don't have to make lunch. The school provides lunch for us for like $2 a day, and it's actually really good. It's different every day, and I know the idea of North American school lunchroom cafeteria food is infinitely depressing, but here it's pretty good. Breakfast is typical Canadian stuff. Toast, cereal, etc. We just make that here. We did buy a toaster for like $15.
Spent almost a week without a toaster and
cried every morning.
Surprised how much you need a toaster.
You miss it. When we had, for the first time in 2 weeks, our terrible hodgepodge grilled cheese, mediocre at best Korean Wonder Bread, and sort of Kraft cheese slices that wasn't even bothered to be dyed that neon orange, and morning butter, which
It's flavorless.
less flavorful than margarine and has a name reminiscent of phlegm. That terrible grilled cheese still tasted like home. I know they were trying to go for something fairly unisex, but both of the newly renovated apartments have this.
I think all the apartments.
They probably do. And a television. The only 2 English channels I think are Fox. Boo.
On Style, there's 3.
Okay, On Style.
And Discovery Korea.
Yeah,
which
not
we
regular
watch
Discovery.
all the time.
Discovery is bad enough these days for having the exact same shows over and over and over again that are really bad reality shows. Discovery Korea has literally the same 4 shows all day long.
And 2 of them, one is Man vs. Wild with Bear.
But we also have, and then there's like the 3 different Alaska shows they've got now.
So when we turn the TV on, we always go, what's Bear doing?
What's Bear up to now? Tiny fridge, more than suitable for 2 people.
It also has flowers on it.
It does.
Oh, it matches.
The appliances apparently match the room. Every apartment comes equipped with one of these. It was totally new to us. Now, we were dropped off at our apartment by our school's human resources girl, who just assumed, I think, that we knew how everything worked. We did not. We don't read Korean. And, yeah, tell us what we had to deal with here.
Well, we had to figure out what all these buttons did. So I just started pushing buttons because that's the best way to learn. On and off. This is hot water.
What's it read, Rochelle?
Hot water.
Oh, onsu.
Floor heating.
Floor heating.
Every Korean apartment has this. Every single one.
You don't see it, but it's there.
And ours is patchy at best, but you can stand in certain areas and warm your feet. The last button is for when you go out.
It just brings the temperature down a little bit, so you don't pay a lot on heating, but when you come back, it's nice.
And this is if somebody is outside.
Here's your intercom.
And yeah.
On our
Not
first...
a phone though.
It is not a phone. It is just a phone intercom. When our recruiter came to check up on us later that evening, our door buzzed a couple feet away. I ran to the phone and was talking into it. She was shouting at me from the other side of the door because I was too stupid to distinguish between a voice coming out of the phone and out of my ear pointing towards the door.
So, where else should we go? The kitchen. Let's go to the kitchen. I'll be backlit for a second. Slide the door open.
I'm gonna be backlit for this entire thing. Sorry guys, we don't really have a lot of lighting options here.
Is our washing machine.
Washing and possibly drying machine. We're not really sure about that one.
I don't think so.
It's got drying lint bags in it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what they do. Anyway, this is our, heater.
Personal water heater. Instead of the apartment building having one, every apartment has one.
Is our one heating element.
Yeah, but we don't do too much cooking, so it's not so bad.
Food. The wonderful girl who was in our position before us left us all of her dishes.
Yes, Grace and her boyfriend Diego, they left us all their things.
We didn't have to buy anything.
Or at least a bunch of their things.
The sink is on a pivot. It's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know.
I don't really have a preference.
Garbage here.
Tiny little garbage cans.
So tiny!
That is the organic waste thing. They only give out 5-liter bags, which forces you to get this tiny little... Yeah, you do have to pay for garbage bags that are authorized garbage bags. People, residents of Toronto are familiar with this concept. You can't just use any garbage bag, but the bags they give you at the grocery store are... Yes, they are licensed garbage bags. So they are very forward-thinking and accommodating to home owners and renters. There's more of our lovely floral pattern. We have a view out back here. It's not great, but it provides a lot of extra light. Again, we do have to buy curtains this weekend.
The first time I opened this window, I saw a cat cleaning its privates. Why don't you show them the lovely view we have?
Well, the view's not great, but it gives us a lot of light. We got an orange tarpaulin, and we've got a whole bunch of cigarette butts. We got some sort of jumping jamboree thing going on down there. Kids are there every day, all day. I don't think they have classes. It's like a daycare where they just go on a fucking jumping
Wear them
gym.
out.
There's the burning sun and all the condos around us.
It's always orange.
It's always sunset. It's always sunset. I think it's the haze. When we came here, we had told our teachers that we went to Seoul before we started in those days when we got here early. And our teacher said, "Isn't it so much nicer up here in Gyeongbu? The air is so much cleaner."
Yeah,
and I'm sure by comparison, it is to them. But anyone who's familiar with Toronto's smog problems will find no difference in the air quality in Gyeongbu.
We could show them the other apartment.
Okay, it's this apartment, but it's a mirror image and there's nothing in it but our luggage.
Dave has a really great best friend.
Yeah. I got great friends in general. My teacher today, our teacher, the co-teacher, Jae-sung, she came over as I was working today and said, "I got a package." A package, I wonder? Whom from? He bought and sent me a Super Famicom guaranteed to work with Asian TVs. Imagine my excitement.
DS's.
Yeah, we got some Nintendo Game Boy double screen 3s. In preparation for coming to Korea, I went out and bought, in the course of less than a month, I think I bought about 8 different DS games, totaling almost $200. And then, somebody sends me a Super Famicom, so, you know.
Yep. That's our apartment. Oh, and the air conditioner.
Plugs into the ceiling, but you can plug other things in there in case you wanted something dangling from the ceiling.
But it's nice that it's right over the bed, so that when we're cuddled up in the boiling hot summertime, it'll blow directly on us.
Well, maybe I'll just collapse on the floor and give you the bed. I like hard. No, I like sleeping on hard surfaces.
Well, we can get a futon. The tiny mattress.
The Japanese futon, not the North American futon. That's a sofa that unfolds into
Which
a
would be
crappy bed.
Perfect if we could have one here. We could make it a couch.
We already discussed that, but the idea of hauling like a 500-pound couch up 3 flights of stairs was not appealing.
Heavy?
Can be.
Well, not if you buy them.
They don't have IKEA here. You know.
Someone send us a futon. A queen size.
All right. Shall we get drunk?
Let's get drunk.